One of the first genuine indie darlings of the HD console era, Braid is back with a full-on makeover in the form of Braid Anniversary Edition. Featuring repainted art with animated brushstrokes, entirely new animations for characters, and an absolute boatload of unique, gameplay-driven developer commentary included, it's a sizable package. Does Braid still hold up? Let's check it out in the XboxEra review for Braid Anniversary Edition. Back in 2008, which was when Braid originally arrived on the Xbox 360, back in the golden years when Summer of Arcade was a thing, it made waves across the industry. Here we had a genuine critical darling, a game that critics, pundits and gamers could point to and say, "Games are art, see?" And rightly so. Braid was a clever, thought-provoking game that took the tropes of classic platformers like Mario, but added wrinkles of time manipulation combined with devilishly mind-bending puzzles and a mature, cerebral plot that sparked plenty of debate and theorising online. It was also beautiful to look at. The art style, a collection of seemingly always moving brushstrokes and oil paints, has been lovingly repainted for Braid Anniversary Edition, but you can revert back to the original visuals with a click of the right thumbstick. If you've never played Braid, perhaps it passed you by and you thought it was just another platformer. Let me dispel you of that notion. You play as Tim, a seemingly heartbroken man, trussed up in a suit and a red tie, making his way across a series of worlds searching for a princess, just like you'd see in a Super Mario game. Tim can run, Tim can jump, Tim can land on the heads of weird grumpy faces with feet and watch them and bounce off the screen. Uniquely though, Tim can't die, and his true power, and the focus of the game, is the manipulation of time. Die, and you can press a button reversing time as if it had never happened. As levels progress, unique quirks are introduced alongside some seriously mind-bending puzzles, forcing players to completely redefine how they can control the flow of time and use it to their advantage. In one world, time will only move forward when you do, super hot style, and reverses when you walk backwards. Another, you'll have a ring with a slowdown effect around it, a sphere of slow motion energy appearing whenever you place the ring down. It's an extremely clever game, the kind where the puzzles initially appear so obscure and so impossible that your brain will break trying to discern a solution, and even perhaps a hint of frustration may kick in. When it does click though, you feel like a genius, but also a complete idiot in the obviousness of it all. You can stroll through all of the levels without really engaging with the puzzles, but that would be a really weird way of playing Braid. Throughout the worlds you'll find puzzle pieces to collect, 12 across each, and you'll need all of them to 100% the main game. The story, delivered in out-of-sequence books with text, even the worlds, as you play them, and the order in which you play them, are jumbled, is open for interpretation to say the least. One might say it's about memory, and how our memories and the interpretation of them can change over time. I even remember reading, this was back in 2008 mind you, that the whole thing is just a metaphor for the creation of the atom bomb. Suffice to say, there's plenty of subtext for you to chew on. I won't spoil the story, including the jaw-dropping finale, even if the game is 16 years old at this point. There's more to Braid Anniversary Edition than a lovingly remade classic game. There's also a huge amount of additional content to explore in what the game refers to as a developer commentary. In a unique twist though, players can be playing the game while they listen, podcast style, rather than merely watching without interacting. There are 14 index levels which are used like hub worlds to navigate across the apparent 12 plus hours of discussion, which features creator Jonathan Blow and additional artists, musicians and business partners. There are also 13 new puzzles and levels to tackle, with an entirely new jigsaw to piece together. Admittedly, I still haven't solved this yet in time for embargo, but I'm enjoying listening to the various topics on game and level design, music and art as I make my way through. If you're a big fan of Braid, or even if you have a passing interest in how these games are made, this is more than worth your time. Revisiting Braid Anniversary Edition has been a nice nostalgic experience for me, having not played the original since I fully completed it back in 2008. I was amazed at how some of the solutions had been completely forgotten by my aging brain, and it was lovely to get that feeling of being a genius all over again. Equally though, I found the discordant screeching of the audio mix combined when I rewound time to be too loud and more than a little irritating. It's a minor niggle, and maybe I'm just getting old. The addition of the commentary tracks from creator Jonathan Blow and friends was a very interesting listen. For fans of game design, art, music and more, it's a fascinating insight into the very creation of the things we love. A worthwhile package is on offer here with Braid Anniversary Edition. I'm pleased my memories on just how great this game was and is haven't been jumbled or misremembered in the slightest. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video review, be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and why not ring that notification bell so that we can let you know when we've got some fresh content. We'll see you next time.